Smai pawb, sut a'ch chi? Hello everyone, how are we all? I'm back with another video for you. I'm going to do another version of this card, which I made it last week now. I'm going to do it slightly differently, but it's going to be more or less the same. And instead of it being a normal A6 card like that, I've scored some cardstock and made it so that there's a slightly shorter front bit there and this little bit there. I'll talk about this bit as I get to it. So what I'm using today what I used on that card was one of the sentiments, the Just For You, from the Unbounded Love stamp set. I also have the dies, but I'm not going to use those today. And as you can see, I finally got round to buying some magnetic sheets. So I've gone through and I have put all of my dies onto magnetic sheets. So it's much easier that way, because the sticky card that they normally come on, sometimes it can be an absolute nightmare trying to get them off. But these, they stick nicely, but then they're easy to get off as well. So I've done that one, that set, my decal circles, all of them really. Plus I've done a few more that, like this one, if it's a matching set to go with a stamp set, then I put them inside the box, which is great. Just stick those up there. Okay, so for this card I used that sentiment, but for the next card I'm going to actually be using, let me get it for you, I'm going to be using the Missing You stamp from the now retired, well retired, Celebration set called Home to Roost, which I love. I just love this little cockerel. The Missing You, Just a Note. I like that one, so I'm never going to be getting rid of that one. And the flowers that I'm going to put on the card that I'm going to make, I'm going to use from the Colour and Contour set. And I'm going to use this one and this one. So I've got those already set up on my blocks. I shall also be using some of the matching resin dots. When I made this one, this colour is one of the new colours, which is called Peach Pie. The outline's done in Petunia Pop, which is this one, and then I did the bottom corner flower in Pretty in Pink, and I can't quite reach the Peach Pie, but I did Peach Pie for that. And then I used the resin dots and I put the Peach Pie one in the centre of that one and the Pretty in Pink in the centre of that one. After I'd done that, I thought actually I probably should have done that the other way round and put the Peach Pie in the middle of that one and the Pretty in Pink in that one. But hey ho, it is what it is. So that's that. So I used those. I used the Deckled Rectangles dies to cut out the sentiment and the backing bit, but everything else I just cut straight. And the card that I'm going to be making, I'm going to do the sentiment in Shy Shamrock. I'm going to do the outline of the flowers in Petunia Pop and the flowers themselves in Pretty in Pink. And I used the Unbounded Beauty, yeah, DSP, which is lovely. I can't remember if I showed this to you before, but it has got some lovely papers. So that's the one that I've used this time, and that's the back, which is not the same, but it's a lovely pink colour. And then there's this one with beautiful, I think that must be the Shy Shamrock colour. Then there's this one, if I put it the right way up, that's definitely more for portrait. I suppose you could do it landscape, couldn't you? And that's got that gorgeous pink on the back. Then there's this one, which is a sort of abstracty, cloudy colour thing, with similar on the back with a peach pie. And that's Petunia Pop, isn't it? With, oh, that's nice. I like that. In fact, the colours that I can see on my little screen here don't do it justice at all. And then there's this one with that lovely green on the back. So I'm not going to try and get those back inside the plastic on camera because I know it will all end very badly. Okay, so with this card I used 1, 2, 3, the 3rd and 4th sizes of dies to do this one. Now I could have used, for the one that I'm going to do, I could have used the 4th and 5th, but I actually went for the 5th and 6th, and I'll show you in a minute. Just put those back on. Okay, get over there. Right, that's you over there. So we're going to make one in the new Shy Shamrock card. So literally all I did was, where's my other bits? I got one of the A4 sheets and cut it in half, straight down the middle, so I've got 2 A5 bits. I know that's got a bit missing. That's because I had originally planned to do the second card with the same size sentiment thing, but then I decided to change my mind and do a slightly larger one. So that's now an oddment. And then I've already cut out these 2 bits, which are, this is 7.5 by 14 centimetres, and this is 2 by 14 centimetres. So I move that out of the way. I need my scoreboard. So this, I think this is probably the first thing I ever bought from Stampin' Up, and that would have been around 1998. It was when we lived in Storrington. No, it couldn't have been 98 because it was when we lived in Storrington. So it would have been about 2003 then. So I bought a scoreboard, which is obviously in inches. I tend not to use inches very much, but it does come in useful sometimes because some people that I'm doing something that they've done on a video and they've done it in inches, and it's much easier to do the same thing in inches if that's how they've done it. But then I bought the extra scoreboard for metric because being British, I use metric. So what you do then is put the card along like that, and then I'm going to score it at 8 inches. Sorry, I'm talking about inches now. 8 centimetres. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those days, is it? And 18.5 centimetres. Now, you could, if you wanted to, rather than have this extra bit, you could score it at 8 and then cut it at 18.5. I will show you why you might want to do that as I go along. So that's fine. So that's scored. Put that back down here. And I'll tell you what, Stampin' Up are really good because the feet on that scoreboard, I lost a couple of them having moved several times. And I contacted them and I said, I don't suppose you've got such things as spare feet for them. I said, I only need a couple, and they sent me Well, they sent me enough to do the whole lot again if I needed to, which I think is about 8. So I have scored that now. Typical. Now with this card, as I've burnished that, that's actually staying quite flat. But with this one, I could not, I kept burnishing it and burnishing it, so maybe this card is ever so slightly thicker than this card, and it kept sticking up, so it was, whatever I did, it was always sticking up like that. And I thought, oh, that's a pain, which is why I decided to stick it down. So, which is why you could, if you wanted to, if you cut it there, you could just stick that straight onto that bit. But as it's, oh, see, now it's doing it now, so maybe I will stick it down again. I don't know. No, I think I'll leave it. I don't think I will stick this one down. So give this side another burnish. Okay, so that's the easy bit. This is going to be the even easier bit, sticking these on to the front panel. Just use me. Oh, I'm doing that off camera. Right, so make sure I've got it the right way up. And I've done it just slightly smaller than the actual card front. And again with this bit. Again a smidge smaller than the actual bit. But you see what I mean, if you cut that bit off you could just stick that there. But I'm going to stick it on here. Give it another burnish just to help it stay flat. If it doesn't stay flat, I'll just do what I did before and stick it down. Now, you could, if you wanted to, because the card is quite dark, you could either stick a piece of paper in there 10 centimetres by 14, or if you have that stuck down like that, or stuck down that bit, it'd be 7.5 by 14. I'm not going to do that just at the moment. Now, where's me? Oh, there it is. So I'm going to have to get a piece of paper so as I don't get ink everywhere. So I'm going to stamp now the flowers. So I'm going to do one. Do I want the leaves? Yeah, I could do the leaves. One there. And one there. Lovely jubbly. Oh, what have I done with my... There it is. My Simply Chamois. I do love my Simply Chamois. It's great. I know it looks disgusting, but even when you wash it that doesn't come out, but it doesn't transfer to any stamps that you use, which is great. And I keep it in an old, well, you can buy these empty to use them to keep all sorts of bits and pieces in, so I keep it in one of those, which is great. Now, so I want to use the Pretty in Pink to do the actual flowers, and then I have to work out where they are. Okay, so that lines up with that. It's the great thing with these photopolymer ones is they're designed for this so that you can see where you're stamping. So that you can do this two-stage stamping, I think they call it. I hope you're not getting my fat head in the screen. Okay, there. Lovely. Now, I've just thought, is there a leaf? I could just do these leafy bits. If not, I'll think of something else. Oh, no. No, there's not, so I'm going to leave the leafy bits. That's fine. Okay. So, then I will stamp the sentiment. In Shy Shamrock. I don't know what's particularly shy about it. I think it's quite a bold colour, really. Oh, it's nice. Very nice. And I'm just going to put that right in the middle. Oh, have I got a little bit? Oh, I might just have got a little bit of something there, but don't worry, I might be able to cover that up with something. Okie, that good scrub. Put that back, because you can guarantee if I leave it open I'm going to stick my elbow in it or my hand or whatever, being the messy oik that I am. Right, so I'm going to stick this onto here and then I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Where has it got? There it is. Okay. There we go. Now before I put the dimensionals on, I will stick some of these on. Pardon me. Now where's me picky thing? I haven't used this for a while, so it's a bit... Let's give it a twist. Hopefully it'll get some more now. What colours shall I do? I'll do one of those, and I'll put it there where that little smudge was. It's always handy having a bit of bling, isn't it? And then I might put a couple of the green, the Shy Shamrock on. Come along, there we go. And then I'll put one up there, and well, actually maybe I'll put one of the Petunia Pop ones, so you've got 3 different colours on there. Come on. And I'll put that just there. Lovely. So, that away. That over there. Then I shall put some dimensionals on the back. And the reason I wanted to do this one slightly larger is because it's actually going to go over the opening bit. So I must remember not to put any dimensionals near the edge. So if I just make a slight mark with a pencil. There we go. Slight mark with a pencil so I know not to go too far over. And then, yeah. And then it's nearly done. Yeah, I think that's going to work quite nicely. So, now what day am I going to put this out? I'm not going to put this out on my usual Wednesday because I want to let you all know about next Tuesday, the 21st of May. Stampin' Up are doing free postage and packaging. Hooray! There we go. So that actually holds that bit down. Oh, where am I going? That holds that bit down. So I'm not going to stick that down like I did with the yellow one. And I'll probably put a piece of paper in there shortly. So if you're interested in buying anything from Stampin' Up, next Tuesday is the day to choose because you'll get free postage and packaging. It's normally £6.95. So I should be putting in an order, including one of the new kits. Stampin' Up say they're now going to be doing 2 new kits a month. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up because I'm only going to be ordering one of the kits from this month on Tuesday, but a few more of the new things from the new catalogue. And then I don't know when the next Celebration catalogue will be coming out. I think it will be in July. But don't hold me to that, I'm not 100% sure. So my online shop details are there, my website is there, and the details will be on there as well. So yeah, if you want to buy any Stampin' Up stuff, go online, buy from my shop please, thank you very much, and save yourself £6.95 postage and packaging, which is what I'm definitely going to be doing next week. So I will probably put this up straight away actually as soon as I've done it, which is Friday the 17th of May. Gosh, we're halfway through already. I don't know where the time goes, I really don't. Yeah, I think that's me done then. So I've done 2 cards slightly differently and using new colours and new stuff from the new catalogue. So I will see you in my next video. Hwyl.